Hey everybody, it's me, Gilly. It's the 24th of July, 2017. Today marks 1 year since I finished chemo last summer, so it's a pretty big day today. I've been looking back on photos and videos I did last summer when I was talking about starting my final round of chemo. And I just can't believe that, it's a year later now and so much has happened. I already thought that last year, doing all those videos, there was so much going on. Now when I think back the last 2 years, I mean, it's just been insane. Um, this time last year, I'd just gone through losing my dad, getting a cancer diagnosis, having to go through cancer treatment, finally finishing cancer treatment. And then now a year later, since then, what's happened since then? I moved countries. After 12 years of living in Paris, I moved back to London. So that was a huge change. I went through a massive emotional breakup with my boyfriend who saw me through all my cancer treatment. He got me through all the worst part of that year. So I'm really lucky that I had him beside me. But again, that was a very difficult time to go through as a couple. But anyway, so I had to go through that and then moving back to London, no regrets, loving life there. But I also had to see my aunt pass away from brain cancer also. So that was a huge trauma at the end of last year. And literally the new year, bringing in 2017, that's kind of when I turned a page and I could look forward to a future. And, I've still, over the first few months of this year, I was still dealing with, grieving the loss of my aunt, still dealing with losing my dad because I hadn't really had time to mourn his sudden death either because I was thrown into my whole cancer diagnosis and all the treatment and all the stress that came along with that and changing my whole life. So everything's kind of been delayed, and I've really been working on dealing with all those delayed emotions this year. So doing a lot of therapy, trying different things, really making sure I have the time to do meditation and, figure out things like, have I really dealt with certain things? I've been getting a little bit concerned about, have I really dealt with the idea of dying because it all happened so quickly. And actually a month ago I had a really horrible nightmare that I had a brain tumor recurrence. And for some reason in the dream I believed all the doctors when they said I only had like a few months to live. And, if someone really told me that today, I wouldn't believe them for a second, because I'm feeling so good. So even if I had a tumor come up on a scan, I'm kind of thinking at the moment, what's most important is how I'm feeling on a day-to-day basis. And it's been a consistent 3 months now or more that I've been feeling very, very good every single day. Tons of energy when I wake up in the morning. I'm literally dancing around the kitchen in the mornings. I've never been like that ever in my life. I've always been a very lazy morning person. So that's a massive change. Yeah, so my mindset is completely positive, but I had this horrible nightmare and it really shook me up. I woke up in a massive pool of sweat. And that fear, I just hadn't felt that for so long because, I've been working so hard on just getting on with things and moving on with life and being positive. I'm not going to waste time letting negative emotions, take over my thoughts. So yeah, I really wanted to work on dealing with those maybe suppressed emotions that I've had. Also, the loss of my father and all the mourning. I was worried that I've kind of pushed that aside and I haven't really released all of that. So I've been making a real point of working through all of those parts of my recovery because that's, it's a massive part of cancer is working out any kind of suppressed emotions you might have had in your past that you haven't dealt with properly. Yeah, so that's really been taking up the last few months, as well as physical therapies like the oxygen therapy that I've been doing for the last 2 months, which I'm going to continue twice a week from now on, because I saw such positive results on my last scan, so I'm hoping for more and more improvement over the next few months. So we'll see how that goes. My next scan's going to be at the end of November. So I'm just continuing, everything that I'm doing. I've gotten into a really good routine now. I feel really comfortable with my eating habits. My morning routine is pretty fixed and automatic. It's really become a habit now. I love everything I'm doing, even though I know it shocks a lot of people how much I do, how many supplements I take, some of the things I do every morning, but I've come to love it. And yes, my life is going to revolve around this probably for the rest of my life. And that's okay. I'm prepared to do that because I feel so good from doing it. And I just want to, promote that and help others to achieve this feeling of such great energy every day, because that's what we all deserve, really, as human beings. So anyway, I just wanted to give that update. And I'm just so happy that I really feel now that these last 2 years are behind me, and the next few months are all looking really positive, and a lot of changes are happening, and I'm just really, really excited about the future now. So again, I want to thank all of you for following my journey, and just hope so many good things to each one of you out there, and all my love. Lots of kisses to everybody. Bye, I'll speak to you soon.